Hello. So last time I showed how I consume RSS feeds in the terminal with tools like sfeed, FDM, and mblaze. But it's not really the full picture because you can't really do anything with the URLs except copy and paste them to other places. It's a little awkward. So what I like to do is I like to use a package called urlview. And I'll show you what I mean. So let's install it. And I like to use the slang package. So once that's installed, we can check out the manual page. And you can basically see this package extracts URLs from text files and displays it as a curses menu. And there are some configuration files you can do, both on your home directory and system-wide in the etc directory. So let's go ahead and copy the file in the etc directory into our home directory. And let's go and see what that looks like. So you can see there's a regular expression here and a command. And let's change this to URL handler. And this is a script that we control. So let's go ahead and create such a script in our bin directory. And you can actually see that the reason that I can do that is because my home/bin directory is in my path variable. So let's go ahead and create the script. So basically, this script is going to accept a URL argument from the package urlview. And then it's up to us to do something with that. So URL will be the input. And then we have to do something with the URL. Let's go ahead and test that with something like, I don't know, W3M. And let's chmod this file. Oops. There we go. And then let's actually test this out without urlview. And we can see that it works just fine. And then if we test it with urlview, we need to pass it a file. And to do that, we can use the mblaze utility. So if we go back to our list of RSS feed entries, we can see that the entry number for 1 is actually a file in the Maildir format. And we can use the msequence utility from mblaze to grab that file. So if we say msequence1, we know that this is the location of the file that corresponds to this message. So let us go ahead and do urlview msequence1. And then you can see it extracts all of the URLs. And let's say we want to open this URL, josephchoe.com, into our URL handler. And you can see it opens up W3M just fine. But we have other URLs here, like YouTube, Reddit. A lot of these URLs require our media, like our video files, like this YouTube URL, or they don't really work well in a text-based browser like W3M. So you're going to need Firefox or something like that. So we need a little bit more choice. And that's where dmenu comes in. And if you don't know, dmenu is a dynamic menu that lets you choose from the selection choices and prints out that choice. So what do I mean by that? So if you have, say, foo and bar, and you pass that in through standard input through a pipe to dmenu, you can see at the top here, right here, foo and bar. And depending on what you select here, if you look down here, let's say we select foo, then it prints out foo. So knowing that, we can edit our script so that we have a bunch of choices for what we want to open our URLs with. So if you have MPV, you can open up your files in MPV. You can also use Firefox, W3M, whatever you need. And then you pass all these choices here. And let's get rid of all choices that are empty lines. So, and then pass that into D menu and make it case insensitive. And I actually like to set a prompt. So let's go set a prompt message. There we go. And then let's test it out. And you can see here are our choices. Let's say I choose Firefox, it prints out Firefox. That's because we haven't actually done anything with that choice yet. So let's go back to our script and then set a variable based on what we selected through our D menu. And then using that choice, we open the URL. And that should be it. So let's go ahead and clear this out and print out our list of messages. So let's say we want to look at the first message. If we look here, if we look and remember, we've got a bunch of URLs. And then we want to use urlview, and we pass in the file through msequence. And you can see we can open any of these files. And let's open up the YouTube URL. And let's use MPV. Hello. So last time I went over... Yeah, so this is my previous video that I made in playing an MPV, downloaded directly from YouTube. And then we can also, I don't know, let's open up my website on Firefox. And you can see it opened that up just fine. Or we can open it up in W3M. There you go. So there you have it. Quality of life improvement to make it easier to consume RSS feeds on the terminal. Or mail. I mean, it's the Maildir format. So you can use this script with mail as well. If you have any questions for me, be sure to check out my website, josephchoe.com. I've got some socials if you like that sort of thing. Twitter, GitHub, Reddit. Bye, everyone.